Hey everyone, Dave from Repairs Rule. So today I wanted to come to you and talk about getting real about side hustles. So, as many of you probably know, I've been running polls on my YouTube channel and I've been watching those polls to see what people think. And a few things actually surprised me that, I wanted to talk about, I wanted to address. First off, anyone, and I do mean anyone, can start a side hustle. So I've seen where people will say, I have no talents, mechanical or artistic. Um, I they're not motivated. They don't have any hobbies and so on. Well, first off, I would challenge you to test yourself. So during your day when you shut everything off, I mean, you're not online, you're not on the television, you're just shut down. I mean, you're home from work, whatever it might be. What do? There's something that interests you, and it's different for everybody. You may have just finished mowing your lawn and you like to sit down and watch the squirrels or watch the birds, or you may want to go golf, or whatever that may be. You do have interests of some kind. I would just challenge you to think about that. So, if we were to meet up at a coffee shop and just sit down and have a conversation, I'm going to take a sip. This is what I would tell you. I know that anyone can do that. Now, if you feel that that's required for you to start a side hustle and you don't have those different things, I would say find someone that does. So, in other words, even let's say, for instance, you're wanting to do a side hustle that takes some creativity. Well, what you could do is find, your Aunt Gertrude who likes to make doilies for end tables in a house. Go to your Aunt Gertrude and strike a deal with her to make doilies that you can sell online. I mean, anyone can do this. It does take some motivation to get going, to get a side hustle going. And a lot of people are waiting until they get around to it, which I just happen to have some round to it. So anyway, again, anyone can do it. Anyone can start. Um, and that's why my channel exists, is to help people along. Many of the people that's been commenting on the different videos, I mean, I'm giving them different pieces of advice, and so far everyone's been very positive about it. So just subscribe to the channel, um, ask your questions, make your requests known of what types of videos and things you would like to see. I get I'm getting bombarded with all different kinds of video ideas that I can put out there for you. But I wanted to do this one to get you motivated, to get you to understand anyone can do this. It doesn't take a some special talent to get going. So, and again, now this is a general video to discuss this matter, but there's going to be a lot of detailed videos coming out about different aspects of the different side hustles. You've already seen some of those. You've seen, shipping on eBay, and then other people were asking about the listing side. So I did one on the listing side. And actually, I do have another one coming out on the shipping to try to streamline it just a little bit better, get a better understanding. That's going to come up very shortly. Um, so anyway, that's what the channel's about, and I'm going to be putting out more detailed videos for you about that. But today, I wanted to give you a simple format that you can see how you can get started. A couple of the different comments that came in, people work with wood, they're woodworkers. And I just want to show you a method or explain a method, simple method to get you up and get you rolling on a passive type of an income. Now, that being said, there's, as you know, well, I hope that you know that there are passive incomes and there are active side hustles. I'm sorry, passive side hustles, active side hustles. So, a passive side hustle, um, you will do a lot of work in the beginning, and then the funds from that work will come trickling into you. Whereas an active side hustle, you will work it regularly. Think of it more like a job, but it will pay you back considerably more in a short period of time. So you have to ask yourself, what is your interest? What's the motivation? Are you doing this for something to stay busy with, or would you like to see it make a income for you? You know, some people, and I've mentioned it before, short a little bit every month. For sure, an active side hustle can take care of that for you. There's no doubt in my mind. I have several of both, and I can attest that they definitely work. So let me give you an example. Again, like I said, a format that you can use. Let's say that you're that woodworker and you make whatever it is, and they're small. Whatever this is, it's small. We're not talking woodworker making kitchen cabinets. That's a whole different type of a side hustle. That's available too. But let's say that you're making something small. Um, and somebody, you will probably, that viewer will notice, they're talking about keepsake boxes and things like that. Well, the first thing that I would do to get that moving is I would go set up an Etsy store. So when you go set up an Etsy store, it will cost you $29 today to set up an Etsy store. $29 will seem like nothing to you over a period of time. You've got it up for a year, 2, 3, 4, 6, 10 years. You pay $29 to get the selling platform up for you. That's nothing. Now, if you already have an Etsy store, which I have, I think 6, you can go in and change it. Whatever it is now, you can change the name and the whole format of that store if you've already got one. So let's say you're spending your $29 and you're setting up your Etsy store. At that point, it's very simple matter to make your items, your little gadgets of whatever kind they are, and put them up for sale on Etsy. It's simple. They will walk you through it. And if you have an issue with it, it's easy to contact their customer support. They will guide you through that. So, the nice thing about a platform like that, and I've mentioned this before, they take care of the things for you. So, all you're going to know selling on that platform is you're going to get a notification that you sold one of your keepsake boxes. So they will show how much they charge the customer. It's whatever you tell them to charge, how much they paid for their tax, how much they paid for the shipping, and they're going to tell you all those things. And they're going to give you the shipping costs, but they're going to keep the tax back. And they're going to take that tax and they're going to pay the tax bill. So you don't have to worry about that. So whatever they're giving you on the shipping, and you told them what to charge, you're taking that money and buying a shipping label, putting it on your keepsake box, putting in a box, putting a label on it and shipping it out. Now, the nice thing about that type of selling is you don't have face to face contact with the customers. You're going to have bad ones, and that's the case. I don't care what kind of a business you're in. You're going to sell 99 items, 99 keepsake boxes, and then you're going to have a problem with the 100th one. I've been in business for decades. You have to strike that up as the cost of doing business. Don't worry about it at all. take care of the issue, make the issue go away, and go about your merry retirement. Go enjoy ice cream at the ice cream store, whatever. So that's not an issue. So you go set up an Etsy store. Secondly, what I would do, highly recommend you do this, is to learn how to set up a basic website. I've set up many and I can help guide you through that too. And I can make videos. Just let me know the types of videos that you're looking for and I'll produce them and put them out there. Now, here's the nice thing about your own website. Nobody's going to shut it down. You own it. Nobody's going to change anything. So, tomorrow, if YouTube shuts down all the YouTube creators and all they bank on is YouTube's in trouble. If tomorrow they shut down Etsy, all the people that just put all their eggs in that one basket, they're in trouble. That's why you need to have your own website. You don't pay somebody else to build your website. You build it. I will guide you how to do that. I've mentioned before I have a real estate license and I used to be active in real estate. I always watch for opportunities around me all the time. I go into the office and I'm watching and I talk to these different agents that are spending just tons of money on a website. They are having someone else build and manage the website because, and only because, they don't think they can do it themselves. Well, they pulling the wool over your eyes. You can do it. I can show you how to build that basic website and operate it yourself without paying those kind of fees. I mean, it's not hard to do, and it'll be your own website. Now, one of the nice things about having your own website, let's say that you are making those keepsake boxes and you're selling them on Etsy. Well, you have your own website. So what you can do, excuse me, just a minute. As you can tell, I get excited about side hustles. I live them, I do them. I think they're a blast, and I like to see everyone doing them. I want to back up for just a moment. On your Etsy store, you will have a link to your store. Up in the URL, it'll say etsy.com slash in your store. Well, you just take that link and blast it out everywhere. On emails or on any social media. If you're on Facebook, you post it on Facebook. If you have a YouTube channel, you post it on anywhere, you blast down that link to your store. Now, back to your website. This is the nice thing about having a website. Now, let's say we've made a dozen different keepsake boxes and we have pictures of them on our website. But our concern is we don't want to sell on our website because that means we have to uh, take in all of the sales tax and what do we do with all that? How's all that work? You don't have to do that. On each picture of each of your keepsake boxes, you put a link on it. So if somebody clicks that link on your website, it automatically transfers them over to Etsy. So they're seeing it on Etsy and they're buying it on Etsy. On Etsy, I'm sorry. They buy it on Etsy. Etsy sends you a notification you made a sale. All you have to do is get your label, put it on, ship it. So it's much more streamlined than you are thinking, more than likely that you're thinking. Now, the next step, if you get your website set up and you've got your Etsy store out there, the next thing I would highly recommend that you do, and I think everyone should have this, is their own YouTube channel. And I really believe that. It's very interactive with your community that you build. Um, and it will keep you going to your computer in the morning and checking and seeing if people have questions or whatever it might be. But it's a really good place where you can put out that what you do. I build keepsake boxes. Here's my website. You can get them from my Etsy store. So that's just a format, guys. Get your Etsy store set up. That's the first thing that I would do. You need a platform to sell from that can record all of your sales, keep track of all that tax information that you're afraid of. All you have to do once a sale comes in, put your label on it, put it in a box, put your label on it, and ship it. So that's a very easy, simple format that you can follow with all different types of items to sell. Now, one of the things I want you to think about are is reselling in general. And you'll hear these things about reselling and people are confused about it. Think about it. If you're not the manufacturer, you are a reseller. So if you go to like the Home Shopping Network and they're showing you some special hamper or whatever, they are resellers. They didn't make the hamper. They're buying a hamper from someplace else. They're resellers. So all you're doing is buying and selling. Anyone can do it. And I will make other videos about that, of simple ways of doing it. People are asking, how do I do it on Craigslist? How do I do it on Facebook Marketplace? How does this work? Yeah, there's all different kinds of ways. Sky's the limit. And it depends. And that's the thing you need to ask yourself. Two things. How important is the amount of money that you're making off of your side hustle to you? Because some people just want it to stay busy. How important is the amount of money? Because that's going to determine the type that you should go after. And what's your passion? What do you enjoy doing? So our coffee shop conversation is just about over. Again, that's why my channel exists, to help you. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can be notified. And hey, guys, if you like it, stay with me. Let me know the type of videos that you'd like to see. Um, don't forget, if you get your Etsy store up, share that link. Get that link out there. And then we'll talk more about how to get the link out. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next video and take care.